Okie dokie. Good morning. Good morning out there, world. Good morning. Moon is still shining bright. The sun is on the way. So I just wanted to jump on here this morning. How many times did I say morning? Right? I just wanted to jump on here and share some of the good news. Okay, so if you can't hear, I got a little Tupac round and round in the background. And what we think about in the round and round, it's the end of the year, end of the decade, and everyone is thinking about, well, not everyone, but the general feel in the air is a new me is going to pop up like baby fucking New Year on January 1st. The stroke of fucking midnight. It's a new us. And in a lot of ways, that's not necessarily wrong, because every day we get a chance to be our new selves. Every moment, every second is a new opportunity for us to change that which has been, that has been us. Old habits across the board, how we used to speak to ourselves, what roles we take on at our jobs, the kind of parents that we are or are not, the kind of boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, husband, ex-wife, fiance, whatever you want to say, whatever title that you're going to use on yourself and others, it can be changed. It can be adjusted. It doesn't have to be what it was yesterday. And because people have what has become known as a problem with change. Oh, I don't like change. I don't, change makes me uncomfortable. Or just flat out the quiet torture inside, like, this is not going to change, things are not changing, and just fighting it the whole way. One way or the other, you're fighting the change. But newsflash, change happens every second of the day. Every second, there's change happening. Little tiny bit micro, can't even see it, microscopic changes. And those are the ones that are affecting the big changes. The big change that comes in the manifestation of a situation that you may or may not like, that you may or may not vibe with. It's there. But anyway, I'm going to not go too far off of my point, which is how we declare that we're going to be new people, and how we declare that we're going to make these changes. And the challenge, or one of the challenges that I have noticed in my, let's say when you really start paying attention, or what you can remember, let's say, New Year, you start paying attention to people saying that shit. Let's say you're 10. So I have 34 years of observation study, studying myself, people around me, my environment, and when it comes time at this time of year of change and the declarations of what I'm about to do as a person, as people, what you're about to do, right? Your change. So what I find interesting is that our change is we're so revved up about it, right? We're so ready for it. It's marked on the calendar. It's marked on the calendar, obviously. And, you have all these plans ready to go, right? We have all this feeling and emotion behind it. And it's really great until it's not. It's really great until we don't feel like it anymore. It's really great. And why don't we feel like it? Why do we lose motivation? Are we whack? Are we losers? Are we just people who just don't fucking want it? Is that really it? For some, I am quite sure that is the story. Yet I know, and I've been around long enough, and in my observational studies, that's not for everybody. That's not everybody's reason. Some people really are blind victims of their habits. They don't make the connection between what your habit is, that everything we do daily is a habit. The way you speak, the way you think, what you visualize, what you internalize, everything is a habit. And a habit is not just a thing, oh, it's what I do. Your habit is a chemical signature of action. A chemical signature, specific signature, specific compound, specific mood of action. And inaction, laying down all day, that's an action too. You respirating, you eating, you going to the bathroom, you got some action. But how high, or what is the frequency of it, blah, blah, blah. You already know the answer to that. It's self-evident. So what are we doing? Are we addressing the right thing? Oh, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. What are you changing? Are you saying today? No, it's every day. Every day. It didn't take a person. It doesn't take people 5 minutes or 2 weeks or even a year of creating what we call I. Oh, I'm just that way. That's how I am. We are products of the chemical signatures that we've been exposed to. That's just it. At the base, when you get down to it, when you get into your levels of study of what is happening to yourself as a human, the human body. But this is a lot of, it's a lot of talk. It's a lot of, so what does that really mean? How does that even affect us in our day-to-day? Are you people looking? But people look with their eyes. And they don't look with their hearts. They don't look with their first eye because they're too busy calling it their third. You understand? That's like energetically calling your first eye, your third eye is like saying, oh, look at my sixth finger. Oh, I have a sixth. Use your sixth finger to find the force. No, you're going to be like, what's up with the fist? And the fist is the first eye. Did that even make sense? It sounded like sense in my head before I said it. Anyway, I hope the point is received on that one. But anyway, what we do daily, right? Our chemical signature of thought, of action, it's everything. And we don't need to wait. No one has to wait until the season changes or till the date changes. And I know it's very enticing and it's what people are used to, chemical signature of your life, used to doing at this is time, blah, blah, blah. And not only that, because people have been saying it for so long that during the calendar new year or the calendar, renewal is when you should renew your vows to yourself. No, every day you renew your vows to yourself. Every day. Many times a day. Many, many, many times a day. You must renew yourself and renew the thoughts and actions that are going to bring you what you want, what you say you want, what you claim you want, what you profess that you want. And that all sounds great. But when the rubber meets the road, don't you love that saying? The rubber meets the road, right there. It is the support system of making a chemical change, of making a change of how you used to be. That means on some level, for some of us, we have to change our environments. You have to change your friends. You have to let certain people go from your life cycle. Cipher, circle, whatever you want to call it. You have to. Because some people really do not mean others well, other than themselves. Does that make them bad or evil? It makes them not useful to you. Why would you keep somebody around that you have to question. Why would you keep somebody around that you can't speak to because you know they're going to run their mouth about you or about what you said? Not even maliciously. That's just what they do. Why keep somebody like that around? Unless that's how you really okay with that. But a lot of people, in my observation, my 34 years of looking, adding up, deducing, people don't like that shit too much. They say they don't like that shit too much, yet and still may be the very perpetrators of the actions that they're not feeling. You know, how and why that happens, we could be here all day. But all the space in the Google Cloud, why not? Anyway, as you go out here on this Monday, as we're out here on this new day, yet it's so many other things. It's a new day. It's the same day as last week. The same day as next week if you're still here. Same day that it's been over and over and over again your whole life, yet it's a new day. And in closing out this decade, which, is 14 days left or something like that, you can really calculate it to hours, to minutes. In this time and this whole energetic shift, this is something to take advantage of. And that's why so many of us stay saying, on the first, I'm the first, I'm gonna. But it doesn't have to be. However, it doesn't have to be. Yet, it doesn't have to be on that day. You can make that change right now. You can make the change that you want right now, that you see fit for yourself right now. No matter what yesterday or the day before looks like, you can. So I'm just getting started this morning, though I've been up for 3 hours, literally contemplating about what I'm doing and what my changes are. But that's my shit. So I hope you all enjoy your day. This is just the morning check-in, the AM check-in for everyone. Just check in with yourself, with your family. Check in. Check in with yourself. Make sure you're speaking the right things to yourself to create the environment in the ways that you want. And please remember that your habit is not just a word. It is a chemical signature for action. It's chemical signature for action. Your habits. Check with you later. Peace.